I did last time.
That opened up my sheet. Hold on.
And that inspiration saved hard.
It did. That's the only bit that I remember.
By the way, to those that are watching on stream and stuff, obviously there'll be no cameras today. Why? Because it's fucking warm and a lot of people are probably not wearing clothes.
And also, I can't put my camera on. Oh my god!
Be careful, Big R. Other people are streaming. I don't know if they're streaming the Discord.
No, I'm not streaming the Discord. You're fine.
Not streaming to Discord.
I double checked that anyway. Don't you worry.
Yeah. I have the reactive pictures that glow and dim.
Yes, the flash images.
So, anyone gonna give a recap?
Well, I heard Fluffy Paws saying, "Let me grab my notes."
No, I haven't had my notes put up yet.
Okay. I'm gonna do my best. Okay.
Okay.
So.
Oh my god.
The session prior ended with a big, the Phoenix, was it?
Yep, the Phoenix.
Right. Thank you. So Chaos went out, started fighting. Everybody else just started jumping at it, going for the fights. I decided to stay a small or big beer to make a big gigantic explosion. So everyone was fighting, people dying, even doing stealth checks where I believe it was Hart, it was Lucian, it was, I think, not Bartholomew, there was a third person, I believe, that went over to the edge where there was like a boat and they were trying to get supplies and accidentally sunk the ship.
That wasn't accidental.
Oh, okay, intentionally.
So I don't think there was anything accidental about the only accident was they didn't look to see the ship was there, it just kind of happened.
That was it.
It just sort of happened, yeah.
While everybody else started going murdering, steady aiming, shay away, all that jazz. At the end of it, I decided it's time to go boom. After that, before that, during that, there was a lot of destruction in the village. Things were destroyed. My character decided to pop up and be like, "Did we do it?" Looked around, seen so much destruction, went, "Shit, too much dynamite," and head back down the hole again. At that stage, there was a lot of casualties and stuff. Everyone was trying to get sorted. Chaos's character and Kitten's character had a bit of a minute heart-to-heart outside one of the hatches. I think it was A or B.
It was
It's a giant hole in the middle, so
B.
B, yeah, because B is the one with the exit beside it, the exit hole. And then after having a quick heart-to-heart, Kitten's character had went down to grab people for the next shift, and as Kitten's character went down, Chaos's character was still at the top, heard a mysterious voice, turns around, finds out it's Granny.
You get inspiration for the session. That's exactly what went down. Yes, because I can't.
A lot of fight explosions.
Yeah,
a lot of fire.
Dragon, a lot of fire. Dragon, Winter Dragon, absorb fire.
Yeah, because Kitten went down to also awaken Ian.
Round dragon in the sky.
Yeah, I think by the way, Bartholomew might be slightly pissed because you did miss his escapades of he killed a dragon with water.
Fair.
I almost died as well.
Yeah, but you didn't.
Trevor, your character nearly dies every episode at this stage. Every time there's a combat stage, you nearly die.
I mean, not wrong.
I think your next ability should be
always survive.
Wow.
You are literally your character is literally Gloria Gaynor. I will survive.
You are
Just
literally-
about.
With how much you could almost die every combat, you are almost like the definition of
For what?
a wizard.
What?
He is literally
fair.
the embodiment of a
Oh,
cat
roll
behind
1d4
the
damage!
He's a glass cannon. He has good abilities, but easy to kill.
Pretty much.
Let's kick
Maybe
into
it's
where we
standing
left off then, shall we?
Yeah,
Yes.
and Eldon just said, "Fuck! Hi!"
Hello there, dearie. Think it's time you and me had a little chat.
Am I in trouble?
Far from it, dearie. Far from it.
It's right on Granny.
Good, okay. Do I need to sit down? Should I stay?
Probably best you have a seat. And
Eldon just sits down.
just sort of seat forms.
Okay.
Would you like some tea?
Yeah. Yeah, please.
Is it over?
Eldon takes it and
I follow
starts
Mr.
drinking
Exodus.
it.
So why don't we start with some questions you may have?
Why was I sent here?
That is a difficult one to answer. Not a one that I truly can. But by the end of our talk, you will have the answer to the question, as well as the answer of why are you different to everyone else?
Okay, second question. Did my parents know me?
Parents knew you very well. They were very proud of you. But I suppose that defines the question of which parents you're on about.
What?
Slides an envelope across the table.
Eldon puts the cup down and takes the envelope and opens it?
And Eldon and only Eldon go to the note section. Take this. Tell me when you have that open.
I have it open.
Okay, and I believe if I take it away so other people can't see it, does it remain open for you?
That intense look of reading says yes.
Oh, it's a big block of text.
It is.
Now it's up to
Random
you.
conversation.
I can read this out loud. You can read it, or none of it can be said, and you choose when you reveal this.
I'm kind of glad she has like her camera.
The shock on her face.
Are we having to prepare ourselves for some more emotional damage?
Oh yes.
After Eldon reads the first block, Eldon just...
Is she reading the results from a Jeremy Calistro?
The first person I met here when I came here that had the power of the Phoenix. So that was my mom?
Yes. So ask the question of why were you sent here? The answer is, was sent home.
So Wait a moment!
Damn.
So I was sent from this time into the past? And you see, Eldon didn't even read the whole fucking letter, she just...
The letter goes on to explain the reasons why. But for your own good, the time portal was opened at the most convenient time. I cannot deny if I played a part, as fate is my role. For a place for you to be safe and learn your powers. For those dearies that are listening into the stream or watching, Eldon is doing some very intense reading of a very big thing, and the hand is over her mouth in shock.
She is.
I
She
can't
is.
read.
Poor Eldon.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
Eldon continues reading and just tears are flowing down. She just turns the letter so it doesn't drop onto it. She just... So the feeling of me being homesick for a time I thought I belonged is a homesickness, but not. And
It's a
what does it mean
homesick-
the memories were removed or changed? What the fuck?
For your own protection, to make sure you didn't remember this land, your memory had to be altered to believe born and raised in the land you were sent. The last thing we needed was anyone piquing their curiosity of time travel. But if you so wish, and pours a cup. One sip of this tea, and your memory shall be restored. Your real childhood.
Another question, so if I get it correct, I was sent into the past to keep me safe,
Yes.
and I went through the trauma in the past because I didn't fit in.
Reluctantly.
Eldon just closes the letter, places it down, grabs the tea, and just exits.
With that, with the drink of the tea, feel the memories of what you believe to be real, of you being born into this family and raised, then taken away, all fade and being replaced. The first few years of your life of this woman that you met when you first arrived here, but a younger version. One very similar to that of the old man's memory. Looking up at her and the feeling of love all slowly fades to the point where the memory of you being taken away from your family slowly fades into what it really was. Your mother and father sitting there crying, knowing what they had to do as they gave you over to Granny. She walked through the time portal with you.
Eldon places the cup down and she puts her hands on her legs and starts grabbing them to repress anger.
None of us are happy, dearie, about the part we had to play. Me, most of all, strings are tied the way they are. I, out of everyone, want more than nothing to intervene in things I feel are wrong, but I know I cannot. As I know if I do, the string will weave a different direction. I almost felt the same pain as your mother. She had to give you up that day, having to watch every day you go through torture. After all, I did promise your mother I'd try my best to keep an eye on you.
So me being at the past made sure that someone that has quite big of resemblance to Jacob's was created, so...
Ultimately, it was with your powers being that of a child of someone that had inherited the blessing of the Phoenix. We had to make sure you were in a place that could to help you control them. As well, there's somewhere far out of way if they ever got out of hand. Alec of today would never know.
So the old man, was that my dad?
Definitely so.
And the color drains out of Alden's face. I held my...
Did you not find it weird how he opened up to you like it was nothing? Like you were someone he's known all of his life?
I held my dying father in my arms. That is worse than seeing friends die. That is worse than just thinking I belong in the wrong time. It's much worse.
These are heavy burdens to bear. And I apologize for the part I had to play. But I am filling out your parents' final wish for you to know who they truly were. To give you all the information to know if you fight on. As even with my powers of knowing where everyone should be and go, yours is a tricky one. You are at an impasse, a fork in the road. I see many directions where your future can take you. If not careful, one future leads you right to Malik's side, fighting beside him. Another one is with the group to right to his downfall. Another one to self-isolation. These are just 3 of the many paths I see before you, and I do not know which one you choose till it has been made. But even with all these roads ahead of you, that choice is still yours. You have a right to decide what you are fighting for. A right to know where your home is. A right to know. As she looks around. Sitting in the place of your birth.
Burned down. Because I made a mistake and the war started.
All mistakes can be fixed. This can be rebuilt. There's still people here. Even with all of your doom and gloom, and all you've been through. Annie, given up on life. I see it in you. A thread that wants to tie to another. Feeling of love. that seems to have blossomed after receiving it yourself, not long after meeting your parents.
And you just see yelling like, can we not talk about that? Please!
Now note, if even you find love in the pairs in all of this, others can find hope. You have the choice if you wish to live by your name's sake. The olden tongue of the gods of where we come from, Elden, Phoenix-born. As everyone knows, the Phoenix rises from the ashes. You have the chance to begin a new life. Person. I can't help but find comfort. What this town will become. Do you know what this town will eventually be named in the future? In honor of your mother. In honor of where it is today. They decide to take it quite literally. You go down the right path. Malik is defeated. This village will be rebuilt. I see it. And it will be named Phoenix. And it'll be a village that provides hope to everyone. Knowing no matter how down and out you can seem to be, there's always a chance to rise again.
Venus from the ashes. I will never follow Malik. In the end, he took me away from them because of his action.
I just want you best dates of you to your parents as much as I could. Once you came to this world, they learnt of your exploits all on their own. And as many gods, I hear when people are praying to us. They always prayed for your protection. They always prayed for your safety. Most of all, they were happy and proud of you. Who you'd become. And with a little help of a friend, pulls a fabric ether. I can put this into your watch, dearie. Just to give you the final thoughts. Your parents.
Elden hands over her watch. She places the watch down. I will look at it in a bit, not now.
Your own time.
I have one more question that it has to do with the past.
Certainly.
Did Jacob at least have a good life?
Went to live on a great life. Actually, he went on to become a doctor. Continued to help people. He didn't actually care what side the enemy was on. Friend or foe. If you were in pain, if you were hurting, he was there to treat you. That's the impression that you left on him.
He took something out of my book.
You taught him that. It's one of the things he tried to pass down from generation to generation as a family staple. Never let those in need go without. Always be there to protect or to help. You taught him that, and that became a value to his family.
Thank you, Granny.
You're welcome. Now, one push of faith advice. As much as the village here looks destroyed, so are his forces. Wait or not, either way, the result will not matter. It is safe to proceed. Holds a hand out to lift you out the chair. With that, it's about time I make my way. Your friend of company of Watch of the Night should be arriving soon. I can't let too many people see me now.
Understandable. Should I say them that you said hi or rather not?
It's up to you what you wish to say.
Okay.
Tell them everything, you can tell them nothing. It's just my sight has to be gone. I hope I have helped you find closure, dearie, and I hope I've helped you find a purpose.
Thank you.
Waves, chairs, tables disappear. With that, I'll make my due. Fades into the mist.
Have a great day. And Eldon just had still pocket watch in one hand, the letter in the other, just stands there and just says, "That's why I got so angry when he became a phoenix."
It's at this point you hear as a Lucian starts to come up for his watch.
Lovely.
I can see Soul wiping. I can hear Trevor cry. I can see Caitlin just like, I'm not crying, you're crying. You guys haven't even seen the letter.
Yeah, the letter's even worse. So, by the way, Eldon just shakes her. You see Eldon shaking.
Still a bit groggy from just waking up.
Why do you smell like old people and tea?
You're not there. Eldon just.
Eldon, are you
Real quick, for those on stream, I've got Big R telling me I'm a cunt.
Remember when I talked about not knowing who my parents are?
Yeah? What happened?
My mom got killed by a tower and my dad turned into a phoenix. And I hold him in my arms when he died.
What?
And Eldon just opens the letter. To our dear child. You never understand why we sent you away, but you must know we did it as we had to, and we never stopped loving you. I should go into details of why we had no choice. You were born with a strong power and linked to the gods. This was to be expected, with you being my child, my own unique powers, as I was given the blessing of a phoenix when I was a child, and this in turn affected my crystal and my own body. This blessing was passed on to you like a phoenix flame being reborn into the ashes to a new form of life. And there is where Eldon stops. The old man, he knew. He was able to speak my language because he was my dad's. And the crystal that I absorbed was my mom's. They sent me to the past to keep me safe from Malak.
Soul's reaction is that. For those on stream, obviously can't see his webcam. His Soul's reaction is.
I'm not awake enough to process that.
Yeah, they're like. That's a handful.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that them gift, though.
And Soul says, good luck with that, and walks back down hatch.
Eldon
No,
would
no,
not
no,
be
no.
mad about that, to be fair.
It is fucking hot.
By the way, just in case, upload his file. Are we? Oh, yes, we are. Boom, 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 boom. And send. You have received a text file of that thing, so in case you close it, you can choose who you want to share that with.
Thank you.
Welcome.
And you see that Alden turns around and you see she clearly cried more than she is right now. A certain goddess visited for a few minutes. Granny says hi.
Hey, Gary.
At that, Lucian's just gonna go. Granny turn?
I cannot say more, I think. She didn't want to be seen by anyone else.
Oh my god.
It's Granny, I know. I had some lovely tea.
Huh?
Oh my god. Lucian just plops to the ground, like, next to you, like... Jesus. And I thought I had it harsh after what happened in the village.
And Alden sits down as well, like, you know, we technically burned down my hometown.
Yeah, get that. I'm sorry, I'm not used to this.
I didn't know till a few minutes ago.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
You just sort of just see, like, Lucian just sort of cry, but not really cry. Like, it's just sort of a tear just running down his chin.
By the way, I just want to point this out there real quick. Imagine now when Kitten joins, like, okay, what have I missed? We've got to explain all this.
Kitten's gonna break!
So by the way, Alden sits down and just leans on you like she tires but doesn't sleep, like she just... life is hard. Why is it so fucking difficult? I will do it! It is my fucking emotional damage, so I will tell.
So what did I miss? Well...
Well, you see...
Yeah, well, you see...
Well, dearie.
Yeah, that would be a way to do it now, wouldn't it? Right. I thought I had it harsh after what happened some time ago, Jesus. Your own town burned to the ground. I wish I could have stopped them.
We have
I
to.
wish I
We
could have
will.
stopped the dragon.
We will. A little bit too late, but my mom was here and she was blessed with the power of a phoenix, so maybe the city will have the same effect.
Eldon,
Yeah?
upon my name is Lucian Stormcrow, I value this. If anything, then I will make sure that we take down this tower in your name for what has happened to your hometown.
You see, it's just Alden sits there,
Holy
thinks
shit!
for a second, looks at you, thinks for a second. She scoots a little away from you, stands up. I, Alden, will swear my allegiance to you, and I will follow you, even if you go against the gods. She just bows.
Did they just get married?
Granny reappears, and I pronounce you adventurer and adventurer!
I mean, come on! Just say, I Lucian, and then I Alden. It's like,
No, the thing is that was a
witnessing
plan
another
that Alden
marriage.
wanted to do. Like, and then Alden, like, I have to get Vina bugs. And she just whispers that.
What?
Nothing! You see Alden just looks frantically, so like, do you need more light to see?
No, I'm fine.
Do you need food?
But no, I'm good.
Okay. You wanna read the letter?
You want to read the letter?
Do you need food? Do you need water? Are you okay? Are you comfy? Do you want to read my sad letter?
You want to put on this wedding ring?
Let's talk about it.
No. She does it very quietly, like, do you want to read the letter?
No,
Yeah.
like open like someone who doesn't understand how fucking things work right now. You can say no later. I don't
the
know.
situation might make more sense if I read it.
Okay, she hands you the letter. I'm gonna send you the documents.
I was gonna say I can just quickly open it and have Luciani open thing it.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Notes. Letter to Eldon. To edit. Visible to players. Lucian, please open it and tell me when you've opened it.
Open.
Okay. Not visible to players anymore.
And you
It's
see
a
she
lot,
hands you
right?
the letter and starts pacing.
It is a lot.
Yeah, and Ellen just starts pacing, like, to calm down.
Lumi,
Yeah.
I am gonna have to say this. You know I'm writing a book, so I will eventually have to read this letter.
Oh, don't worry. Everyone will eventually get it.
Okay, cool.
The thing is, like, because it's Chaos's letter, it's up to, I'm letting her pick if she chooses, like, she'll give it to people throughout the story, or if she's okay with me giving it to people after today's session, just so they can see how big it is. But then obviously no metagaming from it.
So after session, because Eldon will not give the letter to Shay.
I was going to be. It's okay,
Why?
Dylan. When you're writing the book,
You are a child in her
I'm not a
place.
child anymore.
Hey, you're a teenager, still a child. Shush.
okay, then it's okay. When you're writing the book, it's building suspense for what's
Real
actually
quick.
in the letter.
I've just had a DM. I see Big R's message. Fuck you. I need to put a podcast on just to disconnect for emotional damage. You haven't even read the letter. The
I mean, have
letter
you
makes-
seen the gifts?
The letter makes it 10 times worse.
So Lumi, we fucked him over. Eldon doesn't have
honestly-
a better. No, she would not.
Honestly, like, so as Soul is reading this, just kind of put in. So obviously, there was this. You all seen the emotion that was happening between Granny and Eldon talking. How much worse is that letter?
Can I just point something out to me?
What?
See, if you do this shit when you're actually over here, I'm walking right into your house and punching you, and then I'm walking right back
Why
out.
are you walking right into my house? It's gonna be our
Sorry,
house.
walking right into your room, I'm punching you, walking right out again.
The difference is, when we're actually doing this in person, I'll be able to actually hand you a physical letter.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, if we're still doing some of the web ones and you do this shit, I'm walking into the room, I'm punching you, and I'm walking right back out.
But no, so
wait,
compared to the conversation that Granny and Eldon had, how much worse is the letter, Eldon?
So much worse, I'm guessing.
By the way, how do you like the picture I sent you, Lumi?
I love it.
You full on rights make stickers or t-shirts or hoodies or put it on a mug or a fucking bottle. Do what you want.
I'm curious now.
I can. It's easy picture. I can send it around. If Lumi's okay with it,
I'm okay with it, yeah.
I put it into the D&D chat.
How far through the letter are we here, Soul?
I'm missing the last 3 chunks of text.
Oh my god.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
I made sure I was writing an actual fucking letter.
Yeah, and by the way,
Yeah, I
Eldon,
can see that.
Eldon in the background is pacing wildly. Like, she needs to get energy out of the system, and she doesn't know how different without using magic.
Also, to anyone that is probably anyone that is watching this type thing, I will probably what we'll do at the end of session, I will send the letter out to all the players that wish to read it. I will also read it out loud at the end of session, so you guys get involved with what this letter says. But that'll be outside a recording session. So this is why you should probably tune into the streams for those that are watching the recording right now on YouTube. If you like want to catch up with all the great details, come and check out the streams and stuff, so you get the details of the letter. Because when it comes to the actual, because when it comes to the actual canon of the story and stuff, that's gonna be Eldon revealing that to people, not me.
So yeah, How
Yeah,
do
I
you
just
feel?
reached the end of the letter.
How do you feel?
The letter makes it so much worse.
Right?
Oh my god.
I did warn the players beforehand. There would
Yeah,
be
you
emotional
warned me
damage this
yesterday.
session.
You want me yesterday because it was like, what the fuck is letter for Eldon? Like, don't worry about it. It's emotional damage.
I don't think I was here for that.
No, you
No,
weren't. This is
you
what we were
weren't.
testing.
So I wasn't here for that.
Oh.
Oh my. Jesus.
So how do you think what my mother wrote for me?
Don't forget, I want to quickly point out, just for the sake of people's memories, the last you heard about your mother, she is tied to the tower.
Yeah, most likely dead.
Oh, you already told she was dead. She was just tied to the tower as an
Yeah.
example.
Fucking. So Eldon takes the letter away after, like, Lucian looks dead away, and she just takes the letter and puts it away.
I don't know, like, he's just straight up crying at this point, like, just tears running down his face after reading that.
Guess why I was crying so much?
Like, he feels, like, sorry for you, but also incredibly, incredibly sad over what's happened to you and what you had to go through.
Don't worry about it. I'm used to time travel and memories getting fucked up somehow now.
Music on point.
Yeah, now the music is.
I changed it from drama to nostalgic.
Thank you.
But yeah, till a few minutes ago, I didn't know this was my home. And Smaller blew a hole into the ground! And Eldon points at the giant hole, like... If I wouldn't have known that it was my home, it was like casualty. Now it feels personal.
Yeah, I
to be
get
fair,
you.
the whole looks like an improvement. Compared to the rest of it, it's been raised to the ground.
Yeah.
And my dad's... I went so angry when I felt the magic. I immediately went into a rage, that's why I didn't care why you all still were down. I just went up and started murdering because I was angry. I didn't know why, and now I know. The person that I thought could be like a father figure was my father! And the other just...
Love it, Trevor.
Emotions.
And my mom is tied to the tower. Dad.
Very statement.
Just joins.
So, Lumi, do you like that there, Gif?
I love it. So I'm going to say it nonchalantly when she joins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like literally, when she joins, just to catch her up, I'm going to be so nonchalant about it. Like literally, like, oh, so Granny showed up, give Eldon the letter, give her emotional damage, told her that she's actually born in this time era, that her dad died in her arms, and her mother's tied to the tower, and Lucian and Eldon have sworn allegiance to each other, and that's what you missed on. So where were we? That's literally going to be what's going to be like.
I think you need to start it with that there line. Let me show you why they call me glorious.
let me show you why they call me
And Eldon
glorious.
just starts again pacing. And it... I had this feeling like... the feeling of being homesick. To a time, I thought I belonged, but now this is a weird fucking feeling I have. Because I thought the time I belonged is not the time I belong, and I thought this time was the weird one.
Lucian's gonna walk up, just put his hand on your shoulder like we've been saying, your home is here with us.
I don't know how much...
Finish your dialogue, don't worry. I'll catch Kaiten up in a moment. Finish your dialogue.
Okay. I went through so much shit in the past. only to keep me safe, and at the same time it broke me even more. Would my mother be alive if I wouldn't have fucking sent a message to Malik? And now I feel this extreme guilt that whatever I have done, my mom suffered because of it, my dad died because of it as well. I feel like the world is on my shoulders and I have knives in my bag, and I don't know if I can have this feeling still. Even I know you guys say I belong here, you are my family, it's just I feel disconnected. I feel like even if I belong, there's this wall of you guys are in a prophecy that I'm technically not part of. I'm just a bystander that decided to travel with you guys. This isn't my story in the end. I'm just help. I'm just in the background and I don't know how to feel about it. And I don't know if my belief in the gods can pull me this time through it.
The fact that Granny showed up is enough for me to think that this story has always included you. Whether you believe it or not, Granny was there because she was supposed to be a part of this from the start, just like the rest of us. You're a cog in the wheel of fate, just like the rest of this group.
She called me I'm a 4. I just put my way through it. I was apparently not in that straight streamline, I just put myself into it.
A fork just means that you're more important, that you hold a bigger part of this than we could even have known. Just goes to show just how important you are, Eldon.
Yeah, to be fair, most likely one of our teammates would not be here if I would not have been to the past, so that's fine. You see that Eldon starts rubbing her hands out of being nervous. It's just a lot to take in.
Lucian's just gonna just stay beside you for the rest of the night, just looking out over the horizon, just listening to whatever you have to say.
I'm looking for the word
Eldon hugs
prophecy.
you for a moment, holds you up. Like, because she's still a little bit taller, because she doesn't want to fucking bend down too much, and just drops you to the ground, be like, I could eat something. And then sits down.
Yes, that word I got.
Find something to eat.
Okay. This seems like a good point. Let's catch Kitten up. So what have you missed, Kitten? Well, we've showed off the new features and stuff. I can do that at the end of session to catch you up there. But in terms of story, Granny showed up, made a table and chairs, had a cup of tea with Eldon, give Eldon a letter, because Eldon asked some questions like that can only really be answered by this. Eldon asked about her parents and stuff, and Granny responded with, well, it kind of depends, which parents are you on about? To kind of raise questions, like, well, the answers are in this letter. For then her to read the letter, and Saul's also read the letter. The letter is very long, by the way. To give humongous emotional damage, so Eldon's found out her parents, who she thought were her parents, are not her parents. That was a fake memory put on her, because her real parents, her mother's tied to the tower, and her dad turned to a phoenix and died in her arms. And this is where she was born. She's actually from this time era. So then it got turned to ashes. It's all been blown up. That's very nonchalantly. Then at which point, after having this tea with Granny, Granny disappeared. Lucian came up for his watch. Eldon's been a nervous wreck and breakdown. As Lucian kind of got caught up on the details, Lucian's vowed himself to Eldon. Eldon's then vowed himself to Lucian. They're not married, they're just kind of vowed themselves to each other in a certain sort of way. And they're now just having huggy times and wanting to eat. There you go, you're caught up. Oh, and I've given everyone emotional damage and crying.
Yes, yes, he did.
Yep.
That's why I'm glorious, baby.
I love how nonchalant you just said everything.
Yeah, no,
Alright, I'm caught up then.
Don't worry, trust me. Trust me. Just go back and watch this VOD like after the stream, or go and watch it on YouTube like
You
next
cry.
week, and
You will cry.
it's all good.
everyone was a silent mess. I was a loud mess, though.
Legit,
Because I had
as
to
Big
talk.
R was telling me to go fuck myself. Trevor was crying. I had fucking Caitlin going, I'm not crying, you're crying. I'm literally watching Saul wipe tears out of his eyes.
Everyone was like crying.
And the best part
except
was,
Louis.
this was while Granny and Eldon were having a conversation. They weren't even involved.
Oh,
And it
fuck,
still
that's
fucking
great.
hurt.
Yeah,
It's
and
so
technically
funny.
Eldon and Lucian are watching now the sunrise and looking around to keep watch and eating something.
I know I've got going through my head now because it seems like the perfect moment. It's 100% a jokey type moment where it's like they're watching the sunrise and they've had this really cutesy moment and stuff, and it's like in the back of my mind is all you hear in the distance. Sha la 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 la. Go ahead and kiss the girl.
Okay. I apologize. I slept an hour later, but I am here.
Then send your prophecy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think when morning arises, Eldon will go down to wake people up.
Okay. Thanks for that, Adam. So you all start getting woken up by an Eldon.
It took me forever to fucking find that.
It's much appreciated because, like I say, I lost the file.
Yeah, new computer. Had to log into some fucking cloud account.
I will be right back though.
So Eldon wakes everyone up and be like, "So, dinner time. Breakfast. I'm sorry. I'm awake a little bit too long right now."
Anyone? You're all been woken up?
Still trying to recover.
Processing.
Eldon would say, "I'm upstairs. I do create food and water. So if someone is hungry, just come upstairs and grab the food that is there."
I just realized, is there a giant dragon skeleton outside?
Yes.
We should probably get rid of that before someone makes a weapon out of it.
Wouldn't that have disintegrated as well?
Most of. There's still like little bits of bone and stuff. It's like when it got so far down to the point where it went under the flames.
Like,
Oh, lovely.
it's-
So we're just watching the sunset and just these bones laying over the corner.
Hey, we have a hole in the middle of the town, so we are fine.
I'd say if anything was going to be resistant to fire, it would be the red dragon.
If it was alive.
So yeah, Eldon goes upstairs and can cast create food and water.
I suppose we're all going up then to get food and stuff. I'm still destroyed. I don't even know what the fuck to say. I know.
I think
This
we're
is
just all
fucking
speechless
fucking
right now.
documented.
I'm sorry.
Also, to really throw it out there about how much like thought I sometimes put into stuff. So this idea of Eldon and stuff like that you've briefly how like she was born in this time. I thought of like, so I had the idea of like Granny to come up give her emotional. That's why I was like, oh, hello dearie possession. In between then and now is when I had the idea of like, oh, Granny could be doing so much more right now. Oh, this could be such a big impact. Knowing the risk of this is either going to make or break Eldon. So I literally, this is not a plot point I've had planned for a while. It's like, within the last 2 weeks, I've thought of this plot point and it's done all this damage to you all.
Cons.
So basically a last minute emotional damage hit. Got it, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Which
so, by
also
the way,
means I wrote that letter within the last week.
cool.
God
By the way,
damn it.
some of the food is even a little pile of crystals. So Shay has her food that she normally eats.
Thank you. But Shay is just, gotta get a stretch. And
I'm waiting for a dwarf
Go
to come
up.
in, see the crystals, and be like, well, I want to try everything.
No.
And when everyone is upstairs, Ellen just, So when are we gonna destroy the tower? I have now a personal vendetta going against it.
Not
What?
next to us.
I'll just go sit beside Lucian while we have our breakfast.
Shay grows and grabs
Morning.
like a handful of crystals
Oh,
and just starts numbing while going. So, what happened while we were asleep?
You want
Fuck
to...
that. What happened
okay.
to the stuff that you were getting from the boat?
The thing about, Granny says hi!
What? Wait, Granny was here?
I just spit my coffee. I go, what the?
Chokes out
Yeah,
a bit of
Granny-
crystal.
Granny says hi, she was not... She shouldn't have been seen by you guys, but I and her had a talk.
Cleans out my pipe with my beard, looks over and goes like, you better be shitting me.
Long conversation short. I'm not the oldest person technical here anymore. I'm not over 3,000 years old. I'm just 24.
Well, she's not buying no liquor no more.
I
thought you
cannot,
looked younger than what you were meant to be.
I cannot believe this. How could you waste such good coffee?
First of all, I don't care. Yeah, happens. So, you are standing in the ruins of my hometown. And Eldon just does this.
I look around at the records. It's marvelous.
To be specific, the thing that Granny kind of hinted towards at the end, by the way, she kind of looked around the Pacific. Oh, and like when you and Granny were having the talk, she was kind of because I think this was missed. She was hinting that at that specific location you're having the talk was your home, not just the
Most
town.
likely,
Your
Eldon has
home.
the...
This is where you were born.
Yes, and then Eldon has the food there, like... And you are technically in proximity where my house was. That just tenses up, so... Yeah...
Looks around and goes, oh shit, I definitely did use too much dynamite.
Yeah, you blew a giant hole into the ground. Yeah, that's fine. So,
Blew it up.
Yeah. You see, the village got special.
So, I will not give you all the other information that me and Granny had to talk about. That might give too much emotional damage, and you don't need to do that.
So even Angel's pissed off, just barking in the background.
That's fine, Eldon. You tell us in your own time. For now, I need to process that Granny was here. This is your house, and...
You're not actually 3,000 years old?
Yeah! To keep me safe from Malik, I was sent into the past.
Oh.
Lucian just looks over at everyone. So when are we crushing the tower?
Well, now I understand, but, can we at least have breakfast first? I'm hungry.
In how many... DM, keen mind thing, how many days till the elves arrive?
Let me quickly go on open Google Chrome because I had the number there.
I think it's like 4 or
Hold on,
3
so let me
days.
get this straight,
3 or
Eldon.
4 days.
They sent you back in time to keep you from Malik, but you
This
told us that
time's
you
Malik.
knew Malik back in time. So they sent you back in time to the person that they're trying to keep you from.
So, in the past, there were fake memories given that seemed like I was born in that time without my mother's abilities or something from her, ability given from her. So I was normal but not normal in that time, so it didn't give any alarm to Malik.
3 days till the elves.
3 days, okay.
Because it's 4 on the
but
thing,
if I
but
would have-
you've had a night, so it makes it 3.
So if I would have stayed here, Malik would have gotten my power crystal.
By the way, also real quick, because there has been a rest over this, make sure you've also had a long rest on your sheets, by the way.
I believe I did that last session.
Just making sure, just in case anyone didn't do it.
I'm gonna do it just anyway. Yeah.
Don't want anyone running in like, I'm missing 5 HP. Well, you didn't technically have a long rest, did you?
You had a restless night.
You were up staring at your phone all night.
If Malik knew about you to begin with, then them taking you back to the past is the reason that he knew about you to begin with, meaning that the only reason they had to rescue you from the present was because you were in the past.
Yeah, let's not overthink the time travel. Let's do something enough already.
The best part is I've got all the answers to this shit, I just can't give you them.
You see, let's do the time warp again.
Again, this isn't hard, this is just me.
I think
there's a legend in this book that tried to do a time warp and he got punished for it. I wouldn't.
back in the past, most likely, my abilities were a little bit more common. That's why I was sent there to blend in.
No, okay.
So I didn't stick out like an Eldin just shows to the group. Like kinda now, like I'm the tallest. Like I wouldn't stick there out that much. I would have extremely sticked out here. But not there. So I was hidden in plain sight.
Handy to know.
Best defense, good offense.
Yeah.
On top of that, just kind of really throw it out there, a major difference between back from where you were sent and now. Malik hasn't, like, the shit from that one shot didn't happen to Malik. That we obviously established that was his turning point. So it's like we've already established, like, the Malik of today is a very different kind of Malik. So sending you back to that Malik is more of the idea of like he doesn't have plans.
So yeah, we have 3 more days till the elf arrive.
Yeah, but they also don't have an army anymore.
Yeah, they got blown away with the town.
So there is a risk if they have a magic circle in there that they could start trying to increase their forces again.
So, what is the plan, guys?
It worries me that Lumi's typing a lot.
I'm not, that's Big R
Yeah.
typing. Big R's just sent me a message.
Oh.
Okay.
I say we attack the town.
By the way, Alden sits
Bigor's
down
already in the
next
tower.
to Sabrina.
What do we...
I think before attacking the tower,
whatever.
I think we should be able to rally whatever's left of resistance.
So real quick, in terms of your DM, Big R,
Yeah.
you're on about just specifically the recovered memories.
Yes.
I would go ahead and say Eldon is in such a state that you could probably grab anything from her mind right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, good lord. I know what power you're on about.
He walks over to Argo and takes a big ball, handing it back.
Yep. Needed it.
Kitten, please look at D&D Beyond.
So, listen, I think we should rally to see how everybody is before actually charging up to the
Right.
to the tower with the whatever's left of the resistance.
Do we have
Whatever's
any
left,
milk?
the women and children, Bigger?
I don't know how many men survived. I was there blowing shit up.
There was about 12 that survived from the people that were up top.
Yeah.
Well, let's get them mended and see if they're ready for a
Do
final
we have
battle.
any milk?
Yes.
Okay.
Compliments of Mendel and Murray.
Wait, what?
What milk?
Have you been having cows pull your cart around this entire time and not horses?
No, horse milk. Let's go.
Horse milk?
I think I'll pass.
What do I look like, Tesco to you?
Yes. To be honest, it's more like us.
God.
Jesus Christ.
You know, sitting beside Gino DeCambo's fucking food. Yeah.
You know, every little helps.
Right, how many do we have left? 12 men?
12 men
12 men.
and a shitload of explosives.
No, did you not already use all them for this big hole?
Nah.
You've got more?
Don't worry about it.
Should make some with dragon fire. Whiskey.
Dragon whiskey, yeah, that's going to be very explosive. Like, let's make Pressure Bandit go.
We could do something that we could pull off an idea I got from Baldur's Gate.
We
So
don't
it's
do
purple,
barrel
like,
stacking.
And they drink to a point where they're explosive.
We don't do barrel stacking. We don't do barrel stacking.
I was just gonna say, as long as we don't decide to put someone on the chest, light it on fire, and then use it as a weapon, we're good.
No, we just light the kobolds on fire.
Not the beard.
Can we put them in the chest?
No, we don't put anyone in a chest.
Anyway, seeing as everyone is fucking, well, all these villagers are probably traumatized as fuck, and a lot of these children have just lost all their fathers. I'm gonna take the remaining chocolate that I have that I bought like sessions ago.
Oh,
It's like melt it into some hot milk to make hot chocolate and distribute it. It'll be quite weak, probably, but
Hey, better than
Better
nothing.
than nothing.
Sorry, your daddy died. Here's hot chocolate.
not mentioned the dad. That's not my problem. No.
That's putting it bluntly, big art.
It's soften the Bartholomew would do.
True.
It almost seems like he's plotting something.
Me? No, I'm just preparing for a certain something happens.
Wait, I
Oh,
whispered to
Daddy.
you on D&D Beyond.
So, okay.
You
So
whispered who?
we're-
To
What?
you, DM.
Oh. I don't
That's
think
why
they
I
quite,
asked.
I don't think they fully realise, but other than that,
Perfect, perfect.
So, we're gonna go check on everyone to make sure that they're all ready for a battle.
okay.
Right, I
Alright.
guess so.
Actually, I just realized something I need to do.
More
I'm
chocolate.
gonna try and link with my bird that got left outside when the whole place got incinerated.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, you don't link with it.
Bird gone. Wah, wah.
Wow, wow, wow.
Small R is gonna get blamed for that.
You can
Right,
try
well,
looking
now
for
we
it if
need
you
to
like.
kill him.
No, we need to kill him.
It's personal now.
You can try looking for it if you like.
I'm going to poke my head up out of a flap to see if there's, or out of a hatch to see if there's literally anything.
Give me an
nearby.
investigation.
Like, any people, I mean.
Oh, any people? There's no people.
Okay, good.
I mean,
There's
listen,
also we not up.
I would say this entire conversation you've been having has been above ground anyway.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, I'm gonna go look for it.
Give me an investigation.
Cheat.
I'll tell you what, give me it with advantage because you are an inquisitor. Like, this is kind of your job.
Sweet. 30.
30. You manage to find bits and pieces of it. Like,
Oh,
I know you find like all the different parts of it and stuff. Like, some bits are clearly a bit melted and damaged, but you find all the parts enough to the point where if you have someone that's got the skill or the talent, it can be put back together.
I was gonna say, it's okay, you have a living one anyway. It's called Shay, now that you can talk to her.
God damn it.
Oh, dear me.
Broken bird into my backpack.
Okay. So you're going to go and check on everyone?
Yes.
Everyone is scared. Set over their home. Just generally don't know what to do next.
Okay.
Did we go down as a group or just separate people?
Up to you. You went down. I know a big Arsley was going down, so did you choose if you went down with him or after him, or?
Yeah, Alden would went down as well.
Yeah, I would have also gone
Are
down.
the people in one spot or separated still?
They're all at one location. They're all at B.
Cool. And Alden tries to fucking do some motivational speech this time. The one with not good charisma.
Let's go. Tell me what you're saying. I'll tell you what to roll.
Alden just looks around like, I know right now it is so hard and it seems hopeless. But hope is not lost. Things can arise from being destroyed. Things heal, things can get fixed. We will deal with the tower and you can start the town new again, like a phoenix from the ashes. It might begin small, but it will start to be bigger. It starts to bloom again. And we cannot forget that the sacrifice that the people did will help the city to get better, get healthier again.
Give me a persuasion
A normal persuasion.
with advantage.
So technically, the thing is, I have disadvantage in persuasion.
Oh.
So should I roll again?
I'll take that.
Okay.
Some people still unsure. Some people can't give up. Feeling slightly encouraged. One person kind of looks up. And this kind of shock comes over their face. One person. Oh. Impossible, but remind me woman from this town. A lovely shop. Yeah.
Her husband was this old man that helped creating the earpieces, I remember, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was my mother and my father.
They had a child.
Life takes unexpected turns, as I had to learn years.
So you're here and you're a child, and God damn if that's not a sign. And this gentleman kind of stands up, gives you a proper look over. How did I truly look at you? You look a lot like... So much like Zarid.
I wish I would have known her better, but life takes turns. That's people cannot choose.
Maybe when it's all over, you can come back here. Back home.
That would be nice.
Gonna make sure there's a home for you to come back to. Place with a roof over your head. Isn't that right, people? Yeah. We'll do it. And one by one, they all start banding together.
I'm waiting for the one pessimistic asshole just going, fuck off, Derek!
I turn right over the Lucian and be like, right, we'll grab
Boss, 100%.
whatever men can, that feel fine to go out and salvage any armor and weapons that might be still laying in the ground up in the surface. And if anybody needs to stay, they get a wee bit more healing and stuff. Eldon can help out, and we'll bring Hart down to help out with the healing. And then we'll grab a couple of our ones that they go out and grab some more weapons and armors to try and get everyone suited and booted.
Well heard, dwarf. You know your own condition. You know how much you can stand. Get to it. See all of them start doing what they can, set into the healing stuff, and the gentleman kind of gets ready to go out to help with scattering, and as he passes you and stops for a second. What you said about raising from the ashes doesn't sound like a bad name for this place.
Phoenix.
I think that'd be a great name to honor you and your mother. And he goes off.
And you see Eldon just her face, her no smoke, and just see Eldon doing this. And most likely, if Bartholomew is down there, she sees a little blood there because she just bit her own cheeks a little bit too hard. Like,
Fuck you, Lumi. Thought I was recovering.
No.
Lumi, the DM of emotional damage.
Not in this session, you won't. Remember that fall you took last session? Well, guess what?
That was fucking
penetrated
nothing.
with emotional damage.
Yeah.
What can I say? The music also helps me.
Damn it, Suncraft.
Sponsored by Suncraft.
I fucking wish.
one day.
One day.
One day.
Would it count as a...
Ignore that.
What are you doing?
A question that I ask.
I click buttons.
I would... maybe for your people, sure, but...
Perfect, that's fine.
I mean, a culture of where you're raised, that would maybe be something that they would do. But obviously, the person you'll think that... Yeah.
Nice.
Don't worry about it. Stuff I can't go into too much details about.
Yeah, Eldon would heal the people that need healing, and she would look at Hart and say, Hart, or Lucian, one of you both, because I know you are faster than me with running. Outside the city, could you get me a flower? Any flower, it's small, it's big, I don't care.
You know, we could just grab Hart that can make flowers, right?
Healing is right now a little bit more important than creating flowers.
It'll take them literally a second, and then it'll be healing properties for everyone.
That is not a flower, that's a berry.
It's not wrong, it is a cantrip.
Do you want an entire good berry plant? It's a flower.
So yeah, Eldon would ask that.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
I thought we
Off
were
we
right
go
looking
to
for
the
freaking
flowers.
armor.
I guess I'll focus on healing then, since I've been kind of chipped in to this one.
Well, when we've been asked by our teammates to do stuff, then we do stuff. I can do both. I mean, I'm quite fast.
That's right, you've got that bit of swiftness.
You're gonna go
fast.
Alright,
He's tonic.
He's like, how fast are you now? Like 40 feet normal
40
walking
feet
speed?
normally, yeah.
And how much is your speed with the boots now?
If I use the boots, which is effectively a doubling of like my movement
80.
speed, that's as if I'm dashing, it's like
No,
70.
It's 70
not
because
great.
it's a stone that adds 10 on. Stone doesn't get double.
Ah, okay.
Exactly. So it's 70 feet of movement, just
70
Well,
feet of
that's
movement
if I click
in,
the
s-
boots.
in 6 seconds. Keep
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah. If I click the boots, which I do not.
It's like
I
car
just
going
move 40
30,
feet.
normal car, 30 miles an hour. Fucking Soul. Jet plane.
Effectively.
So he's the Flash, gotcha.
Flash. Shit, wrong one.
Wrong Flash, yes.
Yeah.
So when Eldon gets
Out
the
of curiosity, is Argo healing as well? You know, Paladin healing?
Eldon slightly stopped caring what the paladin does. Because he had to he so often had to remind him to do his things that he gets annoyed. She so often had to remind him, and she was
I'm
okay
giving
if
you emotional damage.
I would be okay with a child constantly needing to remind her, you need to pray, you need to do this, but he's a grown-ass man. There's
I
a
have
limit.
you know, Eldon, I have been praying for the dead, to the god, seeking safe passage to the beyond.
To be fair, I was going to say, what was it? You forget, it's a
Argo,
child
what
in
are
a
you
man's body.
Oh yeah, true. And Alden just doesn't think about that right now. So yeah, when Alden gets a flower back, she goes to one of the kids, kneels down. I know those times right now are dark, but... And she casts light on it again. But there's light everywhere, and she hands the kids the flower.
See the face. Not literally, what people think, but there's no better way to say it, just light up type thing. Joy and see for this moment everything that's happening right now in her home. Gone, it's a memory. She's just living in this moment of joy.
I just read what Cher said.
Yeah, and Alden just smiles, gets up again, and continues the healing.
So Mother Eldon says, why are you still living under my roof? You're a grown-ass man.
Hey, not that mean, she just is blanking him out about healing and religion right now.
I know. I just wanted to make a fun.
Hey, when the city is up there and the group is just at her place and someone acts like stupid, like, you're in my house! The fuck leave!
No, that's if we're upstairs, isn't that?
No, when everything is spilled again.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, Alden continues healing.
Bartholomew will turn to Argo and nudge his shoulder and point out an old woman walking about, sort of helping people and helping sort of bandage people up. It's like, you see that woman over there?
Yes, I see her.
She's a better paladin than you because she's actually trying to kill people.
Wow. Just wow.
Hey, Bartholomew! Bartholomew!
Fuck off.
I gotta
Yes.
get it. Tell me this. Can this grandmother? I just turn over to Bartholomew and slap him. Slap of healing.
Slap of
13! That's a good heal.
That's it. That's the hit.
That's the hit.
Oh, slab. Oh yeah, it's a slab.
Oh.
I hit the
Oh,
wrong
that's-
button.
Yeah,
Well, that's sad 'cause you
guess
missed.
what? Yeah, you missed. His armor class is 15.
Fuck!
Also, by the way,
She
real
just
quick,
starts walking away.
real quick, Thompson is tuned into the stream at the moment. Bartholomew shits on Argo, and it just went the shade.
Let's not forget that I'm alive in the live chill chat.
So
Oh,
there's
I
so
see- I
there's
see him up
so
there.
much. So there's so much shade that Shay can just go Shay away.
Away, away.
Oh,
It really doesn't help that I have a pupper on my lap.
You have a pupper on your lap every session. Need a new excuse.
Fair.
So yeah, you managed to heal those that need healing. Those that went out to scavenge what they can come back with very little. Some of them come back with like bits from like general shops that may could be left over. Some of them actually have some food that they could find, some water. Anything that they recover just to make a start.
Would
Elden
not be
Ring's-
any armor left apart from the dead soldiers that I could be able to reforge?
There's plenty of armor they couldn't carry. But there is also no forge.
that's only the least of the dwarf's problems.
That's only a small thing. Don't worry about it. I can just make a fire.
Just for the people down here as well, Elden will cast create food and water again, so they have a little bit of 24 hours, a little bit more of a head start, so they can save the other things.
Also, real quick, the dwarf just creating a fire. That's not a problem. Yeah, sure, that went great last time when he went to go make an explosive and he thought he's leveled the entire village. Yeah,
It's okay,
making a
I
fire,
am,
no
but
problem.
I am a fire.
Okay. All I need is just to give like a half or a couple of shots of frickin' dragon whiskey in the frickin', and just like put it in, light it, boom, let's go, throw some twigs on top of it.
Set
It'll be fine, it'll be fine.
With some fire.
It'll be fine, it'll be fine.
Oh dear.
We're underground, I can make a hot
Yeah.
box, it's fine.
So, one of the men come back from above ground. I don't know how worried I should be, but I spied a bird leaving the tower, and it looked like a messenger.
What way did it go?
It went off towards Rapture.
Northeast, okay.
Does someone want to message the elves and tell them to shoot down the bird?
I was going to say, can we not get the elves to shoot it down?
I do it. So the bird has to fly across the elves, most likely to go
Yes,
to Rapture's
northeast.
straight line.
And
pretty
the
much.
from the
Cool.
northeast.
Elden just. Should I say they need to shoot now every bird's down?
I mean, that's bad for
That's an awful lot of birds.
Oi,
and it'll slow down
Guy,
travel
what
time.
type of bird was it?
Yeah, what type of bird?
The standard messenger bird. Something that's meant to
Like,
blend,
every
something that's meant to
messenger bird,
blend
fuck
in.
it.
Pigeon?
Okay, cool.
Raven?
I mean, it was
Okay,
he knows
It
it's
was a
messenger
pigeon.
bird.
So Elden's just okay, a pigeon. Elden to the elves like sometime, someday in the next few days there will be a pigeon. Shoot it.
Jeez.
Don't mention to them it's flying over them. No, just any pigeon they come across. The pigeon with a fucking letter.
Second message.
They're literally he's sitting there thinking to himself after the first message. He's just kind of looking around, seeing the odd pigeon and bird fly by.
Yeah, no. The second matchup popped in. It is a messenger carrier pigeon that flies. I don't know more information.
And why could you not say that all in one message?
Dragon whiskey.
Moments. Next spell slot. I have a word limit.
I'm sure your word limit not consumed, throw those 2 messages.
I don't have enough spell slots anymore to cast it.
Oh dear.
And the end of that last message, you also hear, "Fire that one!"
I just gave the information through, like how.
The elves are now going to take 3 days more as they're shooting every single pigeon that comes.
Hey, we just let it carry pigeon.
Next thing you know,
I don't know more.
next thing you know, you're like back in Target at one point, and I was like, that guy never replies to me. He was meant to send out a messenger pigeon. I never got the pigeon.
Sucks to be
I can imagine the elves arriving and just being like, "So anyone want pigeon stew?"
I can imagine we come across someone who's currently looking into matters of a recent pigeon disappearance. Like, they just keep dropping like flies. Where did they go? The disappearance of the pigeons.
Just go to the next encounter, next town, a man crying, "What's the matter?" "Well, I was training my pigeons to fly around and for a race coming up, and none of them came home. I don't know what happened."
So, by the way, Alvin would like to do something a few hours later.
Yep.
A few hours later, Alden would go to Lucian and I would like to talk to you.
Your thing?
Can go upside to talk.
No problem. You'll follow along.
Yeah, good. Alden will go upside and she just... when the hedge closes. So, I want you to have this, and she hands you a bundle. Please don't look at it now.
Yep. I'll keep it safe for later.
You can look at it in like a few hours, but not now.
Got it.
Thank you, and she goes downstairs again. Do you keep it like a few hours, or do you just open it now?
He will be keeping it for a few hours.
Okay.
By this point, it's about 3 in the afternoon when you handed this to you.
Yeah, they just hand it, thank you, and left again.
Sorry, let me just get under my bard a wee bit here. Love is in here.
Where they have their chat, I'm going to go out and scour more armor and weapons and bring it back.
Yep.
I'll bring the paladin that doesn't paladin.
I think if we're all done healing and stuff, I'm just going to be playing a loot to like a pile of the people and kids and stuff, and like just to bring up spirit.
Yep.
Even try and bribe Shay. Every time you bring a piece of armor back, you get another gem.
Shay's like instantly out of the hatch.
Yeah, and if there's any broken ripped fabric, Eldin would mend stats if they hand it to her.
Yeah. One of the things that the men also scavenge and stuff. What they can is any bits of wood that is still good and stuff been kind of brought as a pile type thing. Like at this point, they've kind of like people have given up on the idea of like to remain hidden. Like end of the day, you're the only people left here, and he's clearly not coming back anytime soon. So it's about.
I was going to say it's not like they can't see the hatches now, Lemmy.
Yeah. So it's like the idea of hiding is kind of so like a small pile of building materials is slowly happening around the hatch as well. So for when they're ready to start rebuilding. This goes on for a good few hours and stuff after 3. Anything else wants to do in these few hours or anything? Want to skip a few hours, skip to the night, whatever? What do people want to do?
Let's find the company and just go sort of like, we should march tomorrow in case that bird isn't shot down. At least we'll have a chance of taking him out with reduced forces before anyone comes around. We don't know if they send foot soldiers or even another lieutenant. We don't know who they'll send. He's saying that, like, to the rest of you.
Well, the quicker we get these dudes armored up, the better.
I'll work as quickly as I can.
Okay. Anyone else got anything to say to Lucian in response? Or?
So we don't wait for the elves.
I believe at this point it would be too dangerous to wait. Since he's already low on men, we don't know how many people they'll send our way. Like, could be soldiers, like I said, archers, dragons. We don't know. I simply think we should take the chance to take him out and take that tower out before the reinforcements come.
If we go tomorrow, then that means by the time the elves arrive, it'll be a surprise attack on additional, thinking that they're already winning.
Exactly.
It's not the worst plan.
Well, I'm for this plan. I don't
follow
think
you.
that we have any other plans to go with.
I will follow your lead.
So you all start setting in with the idea of that. Well, fuck off, Moth. So that's your plan for tomorrow. So those of you choose to start resting for the night.
Eldin is upstairs again.
Yep. Anyone want to particularly take any watch? Do anything before they go to sleep?
Before Lucian goes to sleep, he'll take a look at the bundle.
What's in the bundle?
So in the bundle is a power crystal and a piece of paper. And I will send you what the paper means, okay?
Cool.
Can you also send me just so the fuck I know? As the DM.
Sure.
Get the DM needs to know these things.
I get the feeling I already know what it is because of the stuff we've talked about, but you know.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I know what it is. Oh. Oh my gosh. Why is it so warm outside as well?
Okay, yeah, it is what I think it is. Got it.
Enough.
So obviously, real quick, the power crystal, obviously, seen it before. It's the one that was inside Elden.
Right.
And the piece of
Lucian's
paper.
gonna take his own scrap of paper and write down a little note.
We're getting little notes back involved there. No, I think it's about time this is said. Remember when I told you none of you would guess who the secret crush was?
Hang on, I was close.
Wait, hold on. This is supposedly someone that, Alden has not had a lot of interactions with. Lucian and Alden has had quite a bit of interaction with each other.
Not in that way.
What were my guesses, Lumi? Because you said I wouldn't guess, I immediately counted out Argo and I said it's either Lucian or myself.
My three guesses, I'm going to guess Argo, maybe because of the ancestry. Then I'm maybe going to guess Hart, because you've had a couple of, bonding moments. But and it was like, nope, and I'm like... I was sitting there thinking in the back of my head, maybe Lucian, but of all my memory, I'm like, I don't... they've had conversation, but I don't think they've had many heart-to-heart bonding moments.
He was the first person she handed the pocket watch to, and he's like, if you really want, she was in her own way.
Yeah, so it's like, at that point, I was like, and there was which point she went Lucy, I'm like, okay, it would have been my third guess, but to me personally, it did come up a bit out of left field.
I'm not gonna lie, I was more so in the fact of when it was like, no one's gonna guess it, my brain sort of went, could it be Kitten's character?
Elden doesn't swing the other side. She doesn't do that.
It's at this point, I just want to clarify real quick, just so everyone's on the same page. It's up to you If your character goes ahead with love interest, you can do that type of stuff. That is not a problem. If you do not feel your character would do it, or you are too embarrassed to do that type of thing, it's obviously okay to politely say no and move. So do not feel forced to go into anything. Be it like if you feel uncomfortable as a person role-playing that type of stuff, or you just don't feel your character is into that type of thing or into that person, that is your choice. That goes to everyone, because we're in one of those situations now. Your choice, never going to be forced.
So, by the way, Lucian was in the call when I asked Lumi about confession, swearing someone to this person.
Yep.
Lucian was in.
I knew exactly what the entire time. I knew exactly what she was on about. I had to be very careful with my words.
You know what? I'm so happy that my own suspicions was Lucian, and then having that moment of used to basically marrying but not married. What? Yeah, that's definitely it's definitely him. And then the note thing, I'm like, I was right.
Now you've also got to love the fact how I nonchalantly, when I told Kitten about that, like, oh yeah, they've vowed to each other, but they've not vowed to each other type thing, knowing full well that Eldon has a crush on Lucian. So, yes, you received this note. You're writing a note of yourself.
Yes, I am.
Okay. It's up to you what you wear for you. Night, you person, only whatever.
When Eldon is upstairs, she would pray.
Yep.
Okay, my creature is just a sexual deviant, no relationships. I mean, well, you just kept putting me on a leash, so.
I mean,
you just hit on all strong male characters, so that's fine.
I kind of typed that one in so it wouldn't go through the strings, just in case.
Sorry, I read it out loud. It's through the strings now.
It's fine.
You kept going after the daddy characters.
I mean, to be fair, if anyone's watched the stream, they should know from when we were in my hometown what Big R was like.
And the best chance that Hart has had a pulling got shut down the moment the character spied a leash in the hands of the wolf.
No, the only pulling that Hart ever got was from the fucking leash.
No, there was one point. There was one point, episode 2. He did a really okay roll. But the difficulty got increased on because he had the rope around his neck. And if it wasn't for the rope, he would have passed the roll. That's why I'm saying the character was very interested in Hart, but then it spotted this leash around him, followed it back to the dwarf, and was like, nah, I'm going.
I'm good.
There was also that moment he tried hitting on someone and then it turned around.
Yeah, that roll was bad. It turned out to be a guy.
Well, that's me time to take over.
You could have.
So yeah, are you going to give this note in the morning, or are you giving it now? When you do this?
I am currently writing said note. And
I know you're writing said note, but just to get an idea for moving on with the night, when are you going to be giving the note?
Probably in the morning.
Okay, so we're going to go throughout the watch while you write then. Is anyone going to be watching with Eldon at all throughout the night?
Well, I'm going to be working on this armor and then heading to bed afterwards.
Okay.
I am watching.
Okay, so you have a Bartholomew with you.
Do I need to roll perception?
No, it's Bartholomew.
But I want to roll perception.
Then roll perception. But if you roll a nat 1, goddamn, I'm making you pay for it.
Please
Do I get advantage for not moving?
Sure. Please roll.
Hey, we learned for Baldur's Gate, even with advantage, there's a chance for 9 double ones. There's a chance for that.
29, okay, yeah, you look around and you see a burnt village.
Yep.
Alden's watch, she just walks a little bit around the town after praying.
You see a burnt village with an Elden walking around.
I wave at Eldon.
Alden walks back, and then she... Best line she can do, beelines to him.
Wait, what?
Like,
Be
she
like-
comes to your position to keep company.
Made our way over to you.
So we're going to the tower tomorrow. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's gonna make the tower burn.
He's not a guy you want to fight on your own.
Don't worry. He did this, so I understand that I don't want to fight him on my own. I'm just afraid that my healing might not be enough to heal the group. But how are you feeling?
Conflicted. I mean, he cleared the board, as you can see. So he wiped out our forces, but he wiped out his own too, and now it's just us versus him. He's now waiting on reinforcements, clearly, because he sent the bird out.
Yeah, so we have just to be faster than the bird.
What are you trying to do?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, this is gonna be a great one.
Clink.
Keep going. Don't worry. I've got the DMs. I know how to do this.
Okay.
Oh, we hear the clink a mile away.
Right, keep going. You just have your conversation. Don't worry about it.
What's the dwarf doing? I hear him a mile off.
Yeah, no. Ignore him. He blew a hole into the city, so not that big fun right now
he
about
still
him.
thinks he caused all the destruction.
Still not kind of fond of him right now.
So, what age are you? What age are you?
24? Instead of 3024? It's still
Sorry.
a shock for me.
Can I just break in? Still the youngest, apart from Shay.
So you went from being the oldest to I'm now your elder.
Note has been written.
I still know. I still lived a while in the past, so I don't know how that affects my age. Because I technically had a lot of my years in the past.
Lumi, do you want a copy of said note?
Yes.
Alright.
Just for bookkeeping purposes.
Right. There you go. I
Yeah,
have sent
it
to you in your
is
DMs.
weird.
Although, you know, being the eldest isn't everything. I mean, look at the dwarf. I think he's going senile.
I was going to say, technically, I'm not the youngest. Lucian's younger.
It isn't.
I heard that.
Dwarfs can sometimes weird that is corresponding with the dislike to elves, and for Elden, it's just a moment in her brain like, I'm not even a full folk climber, and she just sits down. That just fucking clicked. I'm not even. What the fuck am I? And she just again slightly falls into a slight existential crisis.
Bartholomew will flick you in your nose. Being
Thank
human
you.
isn't a bad thing. Stop being a dick.
No. I'm a half-breed, so what am I now? Am I just a human with grey skin and some abilities, or? Ugh.
What do you think I am?
You're a human with
Bartholomew.
abilities from a god.
Yes, I am Bartholomew, and you are Eldon. That's all that matters.
Sometimes I wish I would have met people like this group in the past. Maybe my childhood wouldn't have that shitty.
I mean, to be fair, I did kind of grow up with my childhood being blind, so race wasn't really a thing I had to worry about.
That's fair.
everyone was sort of the same.
That's fair. That's fair. No,
It actually took a very long while for me to actually start connecting the things that are in front of me with what they are in my head. Like,
because when you
for
got
a
your
while-
eyes.
For a while, I had to keep touching things to realize what they were.
Because of muscle memories and. Makes sense?
No, and again, there's still a few things that I don't know what they are, and I had to touch them. But most of it, it's. I mean, these eyes are a bit special.
So you got special.
I do.
I really wish I would have known people like this group in the past. It maybe would have made the transition into future/current. Yeah, it's complicated. Into this time a lot easier. But the people in the past were not that nice to me.
What did they do in the past?
There was a lot of bullying against me for being different. I was unable to play with kids because when I tried to, they turned around and said no and left. With explanation, pushing. The older people in the temple were not that nice because I was a child. A little bit out of order for there. So, I studied a lot of my time. You don't see it right now, but as a child, and Eldon shows it, I had deep eye bags because I studied for night to night. As it was expected, and sometimes I fell asleep studying and I was afraid waking up. Because I was sleeping. So yeah. Past was not fun. And sometimes I rather would have been blind than seeing.
Can I show you something?
Sure.
And I hold out my hand and sort of gesture towards her watch.
There's a memory in it that I haven't watched.
Do you want to keep it?
Yeah, because it's a memory of my parents.
Then I can wait, I guess.
After I watch it, I will let you know, and then you can show if you still want. But yeah, this group showed me a lot of things, like trying to understand that my feelings are valid. Still struggling with it a lot. Still holding to the belief of I need to work what the gods say. As it was beaten into my head. But with this group, that's sometimes not even possible. And that makes me angry, makes me concerned, but at the same time it's a weird comfort.
Bartholomew's just gonna look at the stars now and zone out.
Look up to the stars. Clear night. No light nearby to disrupt the glow. Just a city of dots. Like literally, just it's an endless sea of dots and sparkles. Also see twin moons.
Music on point.
Yes, yes.
Breeze suddenly see shooting star.
You said earlier you thought it might be better for you to be blind.
Yeah.
You'd have never seen stuff like this.
Fair.
I mean, people have tried to describe. My sister tried to describe the night sky to me hundreds of times, but nothing ever did it justice. And the ocean's incredible.
You will like the Golden City when it's back. You will most definitely like it with the colors and how it was filled with life, and it's a great city. But I will not return there as a home.
I don't know how people like insects though. They're creepy as fuck. They're even worse now that I can see them.
Fair. Spiders are weird. Spiders should not exist. I agree to that. Technically, spiders are not insects, but that's out of the.
Insects and arachnids.
Yeah, but yeah, why? They're extremely long ones. Why do they exist? And don't get me started with the insects in the water.
I haven't seen those, and I don't intend to.
You don't wanna. As someone who can breathe underwater, and sometimes after I got my the gills, was underwater for days because it was funny. There are some weird insects and spiders, and that was just not again. I will go into the water if I have to, but I don't want to spend like days on the water again. And I don't wish that to any of my enemies. Maybe to Malik, like a giant spider on his back, and he can feel it. That's it.
Well, I think it's nearly time for the next watch.
Who do you want to wake up?
I don't know. Did anyone tell you that they want to do a watch?
Lucian had it last night with Sabrina. Argo, Hart, or Shay. Any of those. So it kept be fair. It's gonna be kept fair.
I'll go look up Hart.
Okay.
I guess I'm getting woke up.
Yep, you are indeed.
I've seen Eldon interact with Argo, and the last session I was afraid Shay was going to die, so I'm taking it easy on her. So it's just you now.
Fair. I guess I'll go up.
As Bartholomew goes down and stuff, just kind of around waiting, and taking a small page out of Bartholomew's book, you take a moment just to look at the. One of the things you start to notice already is even in the ashes of the village and stuff, you see flowers trying to break through, life starting to start again, insects around as lizards crawling. Life is already starting to return to this place. And with that notice, hatch reopens up and a heart emerges.
Eldon waves.
I guess I'll look back. Gotta make my way over.
Making my way downtown.
Down. Okay,
Walking
yes.
fast, stuck.
Are you homebound?
Yes, I am. I'm very much sure I'm homebound because we're heading in that direction.
True.
You
So,
see
Eldon,
Eldon
how's it been going?
just looks up at the stars after waving to you, like, have you ever thought there's more where the stars are? Like other
Wait, what?
worlds?
Oh, okay. I don't really think about them things, but I mean, there has to be, surely. All that space up there.
Do we want to have an intrusive thought? I need to ask that.
Wait, what?
Like a stupid question that is an intrusive thought that is technically not spoken. It's a weird intrusive thought if you see 2 moons.
If I see 2 moons?
Okay, cool. I see that. So you see Eldon just... What would happen if we blow one of the moons up?
Lume, how versed am I in nature?
Give me a nature check.
That was on the verge of a fucking 20.
That's no way to...
By the looks of it, it was also on the verge of a 1 with it being a 2.
It was the fact that the 20 and 2 are beside each other. It was like...
You are pretty well versed in the nature of trees, plants, and land, but the nature of how these moons affect the world, no.
I have absolutely no idea.
Your go-to answer to this question is literally, what would happen if we blew one of the moons? Well, there would be 1 moon.
I'm going to go with that.
But it would be interesting to learn.
I mean, I'm sure there's libraries that probably tell you what would happen. More research people.
In a city that is right now not in this plane.
It will be one day, though, will it not?
It will, after we win against Moloch.
Well, then I guess we kind of have to win.
We do.
Did I notice all the sort of plants starting to grow, by the way, Lume?
You never mind notice them. But with the closeness you have to your goddess, you would feel them.
I'm just going to kind of close my eyes for a second and use Druidcraft in the nearby area.
With that, so the obvious of like one flower from before starts to break up, and all around spots just as like almost a circle around heart. How is that break?
What? Sorry, I need to drop something. I'm just gonna kind of like open my eyes again because that's a bit better.
That's fair. I'm happy.
Sorry, I
that
could
nature's
feel them
coming.
sort of growing.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy that nature's already coming back.
I'm gonna kind of laugh because I just kind of remember your speech a wee bit about the phoenix and the like growing from the ashes again.
I was shaking. I hate talking in front of a lot of people. Why do they do this?
They're your people, though, are they not?
Yes and no. Again, I spent a lot of my years not in this time.
I'm a tabaxi that was raised by elves. Technically, one of them was my father, but that's a whole other story.
Fair.
Yeah, to be fair, you both have complicated family issues, though. You grew up not knowing who your real parents were.
I grew up with my father not knowing he was my father. That's, yeah.
Yeah, somehow... That is so weird.
What's so weird?
How the group and the family work. I even kind of hoped that if this information wouldn't have come out, that I would have been able to show you guys the people I thought were my parents with help with the gods, but you kind of met my dad already.
That is true. I mean, It's one of them things, though. Your family is kind of who your family is. No matter if they raised you or not, they're always there for you. I mean, to be fair, my father's marching pretty much an elven army here.
Fair.
I mean, though, even when I didn't think he was my father, he still raised me, taught me how to fight, taught me to be who I am. Even your family that's not your family, they still raised you.
No, they didn't. I was raised by the temple that I grew up in. And that wasn't what I would call a family. It was an institution. To get the clerics as wise and get the paladins as strong as possible. To keep the land safe.
Okay, yeah, that one sounds kind of tough.
Yeah.
Yes, at least you met your father, though? And you've seen how much he... Well, I assume that he loved you and how much he loved your mother, and... Like...
He did.
That's the main thing, I suppose, to take from this.
Yeah.
I mean, plus, not having you here, I would have been a pancake on the ground, so I mean, like, there's also that.
Most likely already would have multiple dead people.
Yeah, 2 of them missed.
Sorry.
No, I mean earlier at the fight where Lucian City was, I think. And you were down. I think that was where his hometown was.
Yes. I'm saying this because you have keen mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Lucian.
Alden right now has a lot of information to process, so that's why.
It was his village, and yes, heart went down and almost died.
Yeah, that's true as well.
He would have died there as well.
I really need to
I would
stop
have
being
died.
so reckless.
Just like in Genova.
Yeah, I would have
Well,
died.
you almost died as well.
He died on multiple places. I would have died as well with the one fight. I think it was the water dragon, where I went down.
Yeah, I think I need to stop being so reckless.
I went down back then.
I mean, yeah, but that was against the dragon. For some reason, I keep running into front lines. Bad choices sometimes.
I think I should start to go a little bit more in front lines.
Just do not do what I did in Lucian's hometown. Don't want to go down that route again.
I have the understanding of when I'm needed in the back, on the back line or on the front line. Kinda, you need to learn that.
Yeah, that was one downside. I learned to be me and just run at things.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Are you ready for the tower?
Yes and no. It's gonna be hard to see my mom, or the corpse of my mom, chained to the tower. It's gonna be hard to see.
I guess more rage for the fire. Ugh.
More rage for the fire.
I'm assuming it's been quite a while, and I'm assuming it's going on to the third watch. I'm going to kind of get up and be like, just don't be me and be too reckless with that rage.
It's up to you. You could space out between 2 watches or 3.
We can, Eldon. I killed a lot of people last time we had a fight because they got angry. So, yeah, I hope I can keep it this time. And you don't need to wake anyone else up. You just can go to bed. I think that would be easy.
I don't want to leave you by yourself in this kind of...
I would like some time for me alone to think.
Okay, well, if anything happens or if you need us, I guess come down and grab us. Or message us.
Yeah, I will send someone. I will send someone ascending and run and keep running.
I'll go head back down.
And And Eldon thinking is technically going into the memory.
You're gonna go into the memory?
Yeah.
So the memory, not exactly memory, more of a message, kind of. Granny specifically pulled their final thoughts just before their deaths from the evil in to hear a message.
I might have fucked myself over again.
You see before you younger version, the way they'd want you to see them, remember them, and wish you up with. As their final thoughts were that of you, family, as you see a younger baby you in the arms of your mother, a child version of you going through the portal, the adult you standing before them, and then just kind of looking at the older version, voices coming from them. We don't blame you for anything. Never your fault. You would have came at some point. I'm proud for you, my daughter. You're proud who you've become, even through that treacherous place. And we know you'll always make the right choice. We know you will have the world's back. For you are our child. Think not of myself, not of my husband, not of my wife. I think of you and your safety. Our little chick.
Fuck, Lemmy. Jesus Christ.
I'm crying again!
We're not done yet.
And the memory starts to loop. Their final thoughts before they died were that of you.
Eldon would keep being in the loop till it is burned into her mind. And then she would go out.
The biggest thing, again and again, emotions come off from the memory. Parents' love. Always cared for you.
After she exits the memory, she just lays down and just lets it run like, I fucking needed that so much.
Essentially, one of the best ways to kind of describe the memory as a whole, though it wasn't like physical, just like racing a hug.
Alden would go back to the grave of her dad. Because she remembered she dropped the phoenix feather.
Oh, I said it was just kind of instinctively and naturally. You kind of formed this phoenix feather to drop.
She would look at the grave, just sit down. I'm sorry that I forgot you, Dad. I love you too.
That horizon, the sun starts. almost like as we enter a new dawn, Eldon is born. You stay there for a while?
Yeah, Eldon would stay there till she sees the hatch open and the group emerge.
So you all start naturally waking up by one.
Be the first to pop out at the hatch.
You look around, those that naturally start waking up. They're all there, just...
By the way, I hate you, Lumia, at the minute, because, like, fucking... I don't know why, but, like, everything about Eldon's character right now is, like, kind of, like, reflecting my own life slowly, and it's like, fuck!
Sorry!
Generational trauma!
Literally dragging up emotions on me!
Such devastation was not my intention!
But it's the fucking flow!
Lumi, I'm
Yes?
so glad I'm on higher dose of medication, because I can't cry. I just feel the pain.
I can't cry, why? I run out of tears to cry!
More so emotional devastation. Or an emotional flood.
So yeah. When Eldon sees people emerge, he just gets up and walks towards them.
First person that comes up is Lucian, as he said before.
Just sort of look around, see if he can spot you.
You spot her by the grave. By this point, though, she was like be turning around, kind of noticing the rest of you's coming, and gets up herself to start walking towards.
And Lucian just sort of waving you over.
Beelines to you.
I want you to have this. You don't need to open it now. Do it when you feel the time is right, and he'll extend his hand and give you the note. No
Thanks,
crystal
looks at-
attached.
And you see the thinking and then the panic settle in, like, shit. So internal, like, okay.
With your
sorry,
internal as a natural perception, you will notice though it's just a note he's handed you. He's not handed you like
Yeah.
thing back.
Yeah, that's why the shit started. in her mind.
Again, that's such an Eldon thing, though. That's kind of crazy.
But yeah, just tell me when you open it, and I'll make sure to send the message over.
Okay, cool.
So everyone starts meeting up for breakfast and stuff, and Big R is kicking out the army and stuff. And at this point, you notice, Bartholomew,
Yep.
something of your belongings went as it's not there.
I know what Big R's done.
You put it to the side, and your messed up bird has gone missing.
Fear.
Any clues as to where it went?
That natural one might have something to do with it.
Well, with that natural one, you do see a smaller acting rather awkward around you and shady.
It wasn't me!
Although that was a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand was him trying to fix it.
Was him trying to what?
Fix it.
Aww.
Because it has a few delicate parts in it, I asked for a sleight of hand check because he was telling me he was going to fix it, and then he rolled in that fucking one.
Oh.
Hopefully he's smart enough to not continue at the moment.
Valar,
Yes.
do you know where my clockwork bird went?
Well, I tried to fix it, and then I heard something that shouldn't have been heard, and then I put it back.
Gotta go pee. BRB.
You see, just beyond where the bird was sitting, there is a bag. As you look in the bag, the bird's in a worse state than when you found it.
It's impressive.
This thing was incinerated and it looked better.
Well, I thought after sorting out everyone's gear, I might give it a chance, and I might have overextended my working, and I might have to bring it back and get, like, if you want my people to fix it up and improve it if needed. Make it better than before.
That counts. Thank you anyway.
He's just standing there being so polite looking at his broken bird.
I mean, if we're heading back
I
to
know,
Rapture,
even more
there's
to
the
fix this fucking thing.
smithing.
Like, god damn it.
I
This is
literally
why I
just leave
pinch
them in
myself
the
laughing. Because legit, just to say the DMs while Alden's gone for a small pee break. Legit, while Adam is on his watch, I will work on his bird to fix it before going to bed. It will be a surprise in the morning. No problem. Give me a sleight of hand. Rolls on that one. Do I have advantage? No. Fuck!
Well, at least you tried.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
Just sitting there going, I've played up this whole time, I need to start fixing shit, and then I just make it worse, and I'm like, god damn it.
So we might have Bartholomew tears in this one as well. The broken bird. I was saying there might be Bartholomew tears, just like looking at
Right, so are we marching on the tower today or no?
I'm guessing so, because Small R's kitted out the army.
Yeah, probably.
I'm just going to do something while we look around. I'm going to take out my orb, and I'm just going to say Geralt to it.
What?
I'm going to take out the orb and say Geralt.
He's looking for daddy.
Got a small glow. Tiny. Still, still like 2 days away.
Yeah, I was just trying to judge testing just in case to see if they'd like maybe somehow managed to make some.
So before you make your march upon the tower, is there anything else anyone's wanting to do in this morning station?
Well, I will grab all the rebellion around the food and the campsite where we're kind of placed up.
Yeah. Gather them all up.
I go stand beside Lucian.
Oh, is this the morning you've been planning?
With the rest of the party here.
Yeah, so we're doing this, huh?
Yeah, we're fucking dead. I've been waiting 2 months.
Wow, I really had this tower thing planned for 2 months. Gee.
No, it's been 3. It's been 2 months since we said we were going to do the speech.
Eldon has point of interest.
I mean, I'm sure we'll get to Alden's point of interest after we've heard this Bartholomew and Lucian speech.
It works.
Yep.
Lucian's gonna stand up, look around at everyone.
Now, before you say anything, Sol,
Before
does recent events to change any of this speech at all?
No.
Actually, that might be something.
For a second there, I thought Soul was gonna grab like a piece of paper just
I
to
thought
like.
that was
We weren't that fucking prepared, Jesus Christ! It's in a WhatsApp message.
Exactly. It's great.
Just take a paper and hold it, so it seems like you have a paper.
He'll grab the paper and accidentally read out the note that he gave the Eldon instead.
Yeah, no.
It's like, goes like, oh, I prepared a speech, pulls out a note. Fuck, what have I given Eldon?
They was accidentally giving the love letter to the elf that he was trying to hit on.
Eldon opens the note. We're declaring war. What?
This is the best love letter ever.
You're gonna march right into you. What? Charging!
This is a very central letter.
Yes.
I want to destroy your tower. These strange euphemisms between the Jews.
We're gonna break down your gates. Let's go.
Oh God, Jesus.
Christ. I just need to calm down just a moment.
Yep, it's fine. Don't worry.
Please don't stop this feeling.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, it was the Wusa, so I just.
That's what you're gonna sing. Wouldn't that not be to Shaka, not Wusa?
I know, it was because the Wusa just put in my head, and then I was like,
Fucking
Uga
shaka,
Shaka,
fucking
Uga
shaka.
Shaka. Please don't.
Back and roll. You're in front of these people. Go.
My friends. Christ, I cannot do this shit.
Hear ye, we declare war.
My friends, fellow resistance, Lunarians, Stora village alike. Today we will go out and fight. Not just for the freedom of this village or for the people, but this will be a step to free Lunaria of Malik's evil rule. We will not give up. Even though this village has fallen, we will rise again from the ashes, as a phoenix would. For a better tomorrow, stand by me, don't fly like fools, because the evil is blind. We will blind it with the power of light. So follow me this last time to vanquish this army and cripple the hold that Malik thinks he has over your hearts. This land will once again be free. Ride for family, friends, fellow men, elves, dwarves, and dragons alike, for the freedom of Lunaria.
I'm gonna give you natural. No, I don't care.
That was amazing.
That was a good one.
Oh,
I will
no.
say though,
Did it actually give any context to actually still be able to? Yes, it does. Fuck you. I made sure.
I'm just to point out, there was a small part in the middle there. I'm like, wait, did we just fucking go into Kingdom Hearts? We're talking about darkness versus the light, and follow your hearts and shit. Like, what the fuck?
I made a good reference. Fuck you.
Lumen, before you say anything else, Lucian's gonna look over at the party, and in a low voice, for the gods that have chosen us, the family that we made for this party, brothers and sisters, trust in yourselves, and tomorrow will be a better day. And Eldon, please stay safe.
Oh.
Inside
I
joke.
try.
Such a cool and loving moment. I don't believe you. Insight check.
Can I do it?
He fucking does it.
And then just thumbs up. Because
by the
she
way,
was right out complete off guard.
an 18. There is no deceit here.
Yes, but how do we feel for each other?
There we go. Speech has been said.
I believe.
How does everyone react? The villagers.
How far away is the tower?
Tower's quite far, but he's asking how is everyone reacting to
Yeah, no, I know.
Lucian's speech.
But I'm curious how long it will take us to get to the tower.
It'll take you about, because there is no village in between you and the tower now, about half an hour.
Sweet. 10 minutes out in sparring leader. All 6 of them get 12 of temporary HP.
You don't react, you just walk off and just wait.
Eldon just raises his sword for Holmes.
Anyone else?
Just the dwarvish chant of before war. So yeah.
Let's beat Malik back into the ground.
Was there something Eldon wanted to do?
When the party starts to walk, she opens notes.
Send the DM.
Will no.
This is why we find out that the note is either going to be the make or break or the fight. Oh, Eldon's face for fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, I love when she read. It was like we knew she was holding in the smoke, and then it just puffs out, and then there's the realization hitting her, like, holy shit!
By the way, I will ask Chaos and Soul, after session, you okay with me sharing those notes with everyone, just so they're aware
I'm okay.
For the sake of, like, slipping Shay here writing a book and stuff?
Yep.
You see Eldon reading it, looking up, reading it more.
There's a note addressed to Malik.
It's just,
I would like to unmatch from you now.
I love Malik.
I have found someone else.
No, if Bartholomew would look at her, because he can read lips, we learned that. She just says, how did that work? That's what she's fucking just talks to herself.
Just with the mouth being open, looking up and down at the page, and then mouthing over, how does that work? Why am I getting a light bulb in an A&E department?
So, you all make your way towards the tower. Determination.
We never got the village reaction. We never got the reaction of all the villagers.
The villagers cheered, sitting there holding the swords, clanging shields and stuff, as ready to fight right by your side. You all start making your way towards the tower, and with the tower in sight, see no defenses. All you see standing at the top of the tower is just... He was a tiefling, correct, Morphos?
He was, correct.
Yes. You see a tiefling with a very serious, smug look on his face, just standing at the top of the tower, looking down at you, as you're all there in a row with this small, rebellious army.
Don't forget inspiring leader. They'll have 12 temporary.
At which point...
Does every one of us have 12 temp?
Every one of you guys, yes.
So at which point...
6 allies, to be precise.
He looks down at you all. Come into your deaths then. And with that, the door opens. And the end of this session.
Seems like only yesterday I saw that guy.
He almost killed you.
I did have a feeling session was going to end because combat.
Yeah, because combat's going to be pretty long.